Okay, this recording is about depreciation and about plan assets. And so this is in version 10, chapter 15. There's different categories of assets. Cash and other assets that you're expected to be exchanged or consumed within the year are called current assets. And then other assets are like things that you're going to use for a lot of years, and those, for example, like cash registers or computers, things like that, those are called plan assets. So, three major types that they talk about are equipment, buildings, and land. And they record this particular company talks about recording their two different types of plan assets, office equipment and store equipment. And so, plant assets, you're going to calculate depreciation on assets. So things like a cash register, if you buy it new, then at the end of the year, it's not going to be worth as much as it was at the beginning of when you first bought it. So the asset is not worth as much as it used to be. So that's why you have to calculate depreciation expense. So depreciation means that it's not as useful because it's lost some of its, because of the wear and tear. So a portion of your assets, your plan assets that is transferred to an expense account every fiscal period that the asset is used to earn the revenue. Remember, you match your expenses in to your revenue the same fiscal period that you earn revenue. So this is the accounting concept here. Okay, so the original cost of a plan asset is all the costs that you pay to make that asset usable. So it might include delivery and installation, that kind of thing. Salvage value is how much you estimate that the asset will be used, like how much it's worth basically at the end of its time that you think you're going to use it. So that's called salvage value. It might be also called residual value or scrap value, that kind of thing. So you think, okay, I'm going to use this computer for 5 years. I might be able to get $50 out of it, so the rest is amount that you're going to have to salvage or that you're going to have to depreciate. A useful life is how long do you think it is going to be used, right? So the period of time that you think it's going to contribute. You're estimating it. You don't really know for sure how long you'll use it. You never know these days about technology and how long certain assets will be useful, but you're going to estimate it. So they talk about two factors that affect the useful life of an asset are physical depreciation and functional depreciation. Physical depreciation is like wear and tear on because of aging or weathering. Functional depreciation is like, well, maybe a computer it might function in 10 years, but it might not be, really functionable as far as what level you need it to be. It might be obsolete. Okay, so what you do to calculate depreciation expense and book value is one of the methods that is used as a straight line method of depreciation. So they give the example. If you bought something originally worth $2,500, you estimate that you're going to be able to get $500 out of it when you sell it. That is how much the estimated total depreciation expense for that asset is $2,000. So if the total depreciation that you're going to estimate is $2,000 and you're going to use it estimated of 5 years, then every year you're going to count as an expense $400 a year. Okay, so what we do is we have an account called accumulated depreciation, and if something accumulates, it means you add on to it. So if you have depreciated this asset before $800 total, then in 2003 you have $400 more of depreciation added on to that, then now you have accumulated $1,200 of depreciation by the end of year 3 for that asset. So the book value of an asset is the original cost minus how much it's accumulated in depreciation. So, for instance, if you bought a computer for $500 and you estimate it was going to be depreciated $100 a year, after the first year, your book value is $400. $500 original cost minus the $100 that you've depreciated so far. At the end of the second year, it'll be worth $300. So that's how you're going to think about depreciation. Okay, so depreciation expense is going to be a debit, and then accumulated depreciation for that office equipment is going to be a credit. And the book value then of an asset is really how much it's worth at the time. So for instance, if we have our account office equipment, all the assets that we bought that go along with that plan asset, this is how much our December 31st balance is of our office equipment, how much we bought, all of that. So at the end of the year, if we made a $7,485 depreciation expense adjustment, because that's how much that office equipment was estimated at depreciating that year, and then we would credit accumulated depreciation office equipment, and that would increase how much our office equipment depreciated. In this case, same thing for store equipment. It was originally bought at here. We did an adjustment, calculating that's how much we depreciated those assets during the year. And then now the new balance of store equipment is $18,325. So if I ask you the question after your adjustment for the year, how much is the book value of store equipment, you would take the balance of it, the asset account, minus your accumulated depreciation, and that's really how much it's worth on your books, the book value. So accumulated depreciation has a balance opposite, it's a contra account to your asset account. So store equipment, this is a contra account. So the balance of the account being adjusted is accumulated depreciation office equipment. The balance for the account should be a credit, right? So the new balance, what must be done to correct it? You're going to increase it by $7,485, and then you would debit depreciation expense credit accumulated. So this talked about what 2 categories of assets are current and plant, and then 3 factors that are used to calculate a plant asset's annual depreciation expense. The original cost, how much you paid for it, including installation and all of that, how much you think it's going to be worth in the end, and how long you think you're going to use it. What plant asset account does not have a contra account for accumulated depreciation? And land does not, because land in general does not depreciate like other plant assets. How does an adjusting entry for accumulated depreciation affect the related plant asset account? It will not change it won't change, for instance, your store equipment account, the actual asset account. Not until you sell it. You're just counting it as a depreciation expense. Okay, so we are going to go into the work. I'm going to do an example with you here of the adjustment. Okay, so it says to calculate the depreciation expense for a printer costing $950. It has an estimated salvage value, meaning they think they can get $150 out of it when they sell it, and they say useful life of 5 years. Okay, so the original cost is $950. The salvage value is 150, and estimated total depreciation expense is 100. That means that over the whole life of the asset, you're going to depreciate it $800. Okay. It estimates it at 5 years of life. So we're going to divide that out. If we take 800 and divide it by 5, I did the wrong. See what I was doing. I was trying to use a keypad. $800 divided by 5 is $160 a year. Then you're going to depreciate it so that you can depreciate it $800 of it. So the book value of the asset, the original cost was $950. It says after the second year of service. So we had every year we're going to depreciate 160. Whoops. So we have 160 first year and 160 second year. So at the end of the book value, how much it's really worth at the end of year 2 is 950 minus 160, right, for year 1, minus another 160 for year 2 is 630 is how much the book value is for that asset for at the end of year 2. Okay, so then it says, now we're doing an adjustment. Now in the reinforcement, it gives you the depreciation expense. You don't have to calculate it, but in this case too, they tell you how much it is. So it says for office equipment is $2,150. Okay, so we're gonna do the 31st, and we're gonna debit depreciation expense office. I think they want a dash there. And for 2,150, and then we're going to credit can't type today for 2,150, and then we're going to do one for store equipment, and they tell you that amount is 7,440. And okay, so then you have those two adjustments there. Okay, so go ahead and do your, and that talks to you about depreciation a little bit, and do your depreciation adjustments and reinforcement.